Hello, boys. So, I really am thinking about stealing that one guy's design where he has like every single crop inside a single plot, and he just extends it like 5 out. And they're basically all vertical. I feel like the main benefit of this is the compactness. Like, you wouldn't have to buy that many plots. Well, I feel like if anything, it's the fact that it's all in a row, so your downtime is really minimized. Um, and it uses very little teleport pads. Since the farms are wider, you'd only really need to put one at the top and bottom for each crop, which is, I think, 20 teleport pads. Yeah, if there's 10 crops and each has one that takes you from the bottom to the top, that's 20. And the cap is 24, so every single one would be infinite with a teleport pad. And since they're all vertical, they'd be like left, right. And so you could farm it with one hand if you bind your click to space. But yeah, it just seems like it just seems so good. Oh, this one looks really annoying. Holy cow. That's all the trees, I think, so. I think next would probably be shears. Now we gotta get rid of all these. The bushes. People have complained about the cleanup. Like, yeah, I do think it is a little annoying, but it's like, it's fine. They don't even take that long, all things considered. Like, if they take an hour, and there's like, like if you play for 5 hours a day, then you could actually get like 4 farms done in like a day, just to clean up. So it's not even like, oh, this is gonna take me all month. It's gonna take me all week. It's like, no, you could do several plots in one day. So it's like not even that long of a cleanup. This one does seem to be a bigger cleanup, but it shouldn't take that long. That's good. Hello, Vilps. Yeah, like that, I'm loving it. This is definitely like top 10 best updates for me personally. If I were to do like my own ranking, Gardens would definitely be top 10 best updates. Okay, I think that's all the bushes. Okay, I think the leaves evaporate really slowly, so I think I'll leave those last. I've barely played it, I'll be telling you. I'm surprised, man. You should enjoy it. There's a lot of money to be made, for real. I mean, hell, I just made like 13 million like an hour ago farming carrots. 13 mil an hour is pretty good. And that was a literal hour. It's not like I farmed for 10 minutes and times by 6. Like, no, I literally farmed carrots for an hour, and then I sold them on the bazaar and wrote down how much I made. I see it by a good setup. I mean, that's kind of the benefit, is that even though I did a lot of prepping and buying tools and stuff, you could literally go in with, like, a rookie hoe and start farming. Like, it's a very, like, no requirement needed. Like, sure, you could buy, like, melon armor, but, like, you don't need that. You can go in with, like, no armor and no pet and a rookie hoe for, like, 10 coins and start farming with a preset. So, you don't need anything to get going. And since the pay is so good, you can use the money to buy a setup, you know? As you can see, lowest bin is about 1 mil per piece, so if you just farm for an hour, you can get a few million and buy a setup, so it's a bit of a self-looping cycle. Where you go in with no money and you make your money. I've done this so many times that I'm like optimizing it. That's the thing, bro. You could just farm the money. It's like a self-looping cycle. What am I doing? I'm cleaning up the area to build more farm. Alright, the rock is stopping me. You have to clean up the plot first. This part is, you can't skip it. I didn't level it. Yeah, but that was alpha. If you look at my cleanup, it does go up as I do this. So even if I hit like just the dirt blocks, you can see that the cleanup goes up, so it does help bring you to 100%. And besides, I'm gonna bring this all to bedrock anyway. If anything, I'm not even doing this for the cleanup, I'm just bringing it all to bedrock. Hello, Velp, swapped them to the KillIt island. So I saw another guy's design, and his design was so brilliant, and so eloquent, and so perfect, that I'm gonna steal his design. Like, his design is just transformative. It's inspiring. It pushes the bounds of what can be done in Garden. I'll show you. There it is. This man's Garden is so big brain, so hyper intelligent, that it is the most amazing garden in the entirety of Skyblock. It is the most big brain idea any person has ever came across in sliced bread. I mean, you seriously cannot overstate how good this man's garden is. It's perfect. Perfect with a capital P. Like, if you think my garden is impressive, you haven't seen this man's garden. It pushes the bounds of what's possible in gardens. His 5 plots puts my entire garden to shame. His design is so well made that it makes me look like I didn't even use a design. I want to ask him about his design. I want to ask him, what mistakes did he make while building it that I should watch out for? Because I noticed that, in the way he made it, his bottom layer isn't actually usable because he built it too short to the ground. There wasn't space for a teleport pad at the bottom. So he actually did make like a design flaw. So I'm going to make sure to build mine 1 block above the bedrock so that way I can fit a teleport pad underneath. I do wonder if there's other like flaws with his design. So I do want to like actually talk to the dude and ask him like, hey man, I'm gonna pirate your design. Do you have any advice, any recommendations, things to watch out for? He's a pretty easy guy to contact. I mean, he's always on his garden. It's not hard to ask him a question. So I definitely do want to do that later. Plus mysterious crop. I don't even know what you're talking about. I've never seen that in my life. In fact, I think you're making it up. Hello, welcome to my garden. Mysterious crop, lowest bin 100k. I'll give you 25k for it. Just kidding, I don't want it. I don't know how you got that. I've never seen that in my life. Like my mining setup? Your mining setup while we're in gardens? What are you thinking, bro? Show me that crappie armor. Show me that melon armor, bro. SMH in my head. You got a 6-5? That's great, man. That's like the Juju short bow of drills. Want to buy some nether ordos? I already have one. Sell them on Skyblock Z. They've got a trading section. Since the Garden update came out, it's like quadrupled at how many people are talking in it, trying to buy and sell things. Because obviously demand for things like hose has gone through the roof. Because now everyone has every farm, you know? People that never even farmed before now have pumpkin and carrot and melon and potato farms. Like, everyone all of a sudden now has one of each farm, meaning that everyone all of a sudden needs, like, every type of hoe, so... gold medals have gone through the roof. People used to pay, like, $1 million per medal. Now people are paying, like, 5-6 million for a medal, you know? So it's kind of crazy to see how demand for hoes is way higher than it's ever been. They're worth like 5 mil each, just if they're clean, just right off the bat. A clean netherwart hose like 5 mil. Just right away. That's why I said clean, bro. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Clean. They're worth at least 5 mil. Replenish, that's like another 3 mil right there. So that makes it 8 mil right off the bat. It's got a 1 mil counter. That's got to add some value. Yeah, they're definitely valuable. They're definitely valuable. Bless, that adds another mil. So yeah. I don't know what they're worth. Lowest bound, like 10 mil each. Yeah. They're worth at least 10 mil, but if you add the counter, God knows how you know. I don't know what Cultivating 6 is worth. But yeah, at minimum, they're worth like 10 mil. I don't know how much the rarity increases the counter. I don't know what that's worth. Yeah, I can tell you right away they're worth at least 10 mil minimum. Some over 10 mil, over 10 mil. I can say that confidently. At least 10 mil. Also, who the fuck has 3 nether wart hose? Care to explain? Why do you have a number bigger than singular? That is a pretty big question. Why do you have a number bigger than 1? Nick ran out a bunch because I bought them. How much did you pay for them? They're definitely worth a lot now. I can only imagine that people are essentially sniping them. 7 mil total? Well, they're worth at least 10 mil each, I'll tell you that much. Just immediately right off the bat. And that's not even including the counter. That's just, like, the craft cost. That's just the value of the metal plus blessed plus replenish. So just that alone is 10 mil. So then you factor in the counter. So yeah. Well, yeah, keep one, but you can definitely sell the other 2. I think that everyone should have one of every tool, but I don't know why you'd go over that. What's cultivating worth? 3 million? Okay. I don't know. Keep whichever one you like. I would assume the one with the highest counter is gonna be the best. It just sounds right. Like, this one has the highest counter, therefore it's best. I feel like that's kind of quick and easy. Whichever is, like, the highest counter. Is this plot clean yet? I think the plot is clean, right? Okay, it is, yeah. Okay, this plot is clean. Good, good, good. Does that mean I can use the builder's ruler on it now? Hoo-hoo, I can. Let's go, boys. Best crop to make done with? I don't know. I mean, you kind of want to farm all crops to, you know, max out their upgrades, but I don't know what's the best for money. I'm sure people have already made videos on it, undoubtedly. There's already someone who made a test. I don't think the money has really changed much. I think whatever was best before is probably still best now. I don't think anything substantial has changed. If anything, you just make more money in general because of croppies and higher farming fortune. So, if anything, you should make more, not less. Why the fuck did this guy just ping me? At everyone. Okay, I don't really appreciate at everyone. Isn't wheat like decent? Um, I think carrot makes more than wheat just on my own testing. I've only tested wheat and carrot made more, so just in my own tiny test with wheat and carrot, the carrot made more. I don't know, man. I'm not really an expert in comparing and contrasting them. In my eyes, they're kind of all important. You would never just build one farm and use it all the time. You would change depending on which contest is going on. You'd do the ones you don't have unique metals in. Um, yeah, you wouldn't ever do just like one crop. You would want to do all of them basically equally. Why did it do it like that? Not building into my other farm. Is that a pattern? Yeah, I may want to try to disconnect my farms because it's digging into my other farm here. Yeah, I don't like that it's digging into my other farm. I want to try to prevent that. You lost your last seed. That does sound very sad. Okay. Okay, it made this kind of unusually deep, but I don't think that's really a problem. As long as I just patch it. Any other holes that I made in my other farm. I don't think that's actually affecting it though. It looks fine. Yeah, we'll just patch that in. It doesn't look like it did any damage. I think disconnecting my farm from everything would be a good start. Try to make a very clear boundary between my garden and not my garden. Okay, there you go. That's two sides disconnected. That's great. Now go use it. Or there you go. We have completely disconnected our plot from everything, basically. $6 minutes? Fuck that, dude. No one has fucking 6 minutes to do this shit. Dude. I'm about to just throw the dirt in the personal deleter and call it a day. This inventory fills up again. It's not like I need the dirt. That's it. I'm putting in the personal deleter. You're kidding me. Is this a joke? Nope. Leaving that in my stash. This is great, right? You're really best temporarily fatigued. You know what's funny? My mom never gave me like the birds and the bees talk until I was 21. Uh, the birds and the you know how your parent sits you down and tells you what sex is? Most people get that around middle school, maybe around, like 10 to 15, somewhere around there, right? Where your parent explains like how reproduction works. It usually starts off with like when two people love each other very much, right? It usually starts off with that. Um, it's something you're supposed to do, like as a parent, is like tell your kids. Um, but the thing is, like, due to me having the internet at a very young age, I just already knew. So like, she never had to like teach me. Like, I never asked, and she never told me. I just knew what sex was. And, like, I don't even know, elementary school or something, right? But like as an adult, when I was 21, I brought it up to her and be like, "Hey, you never explained the birds and the bees to me." And so she decided that, you know, better late than never, and explained it to me. I thought it was funny. I mean, I didn't learn anything, but it's like, there you go. It's something to check off the list of to-dos. Yeah, that was funny. Auto pickup drops into your inventory 248. So I really want to avoid clicking that, just because I feel like it's kind of funny to just always have that there. Because everyone comes in the stream and they see that my auto pickup message is still there. Yeah. It's funny because people mentioned it back then, but they kind of stopped. I think people understand that I'm not clicking it on purpose. Um, but back when they added it, people would always tell me like, "Bro, click the little button." Like nowadays, no one even mentions it. I think people understand that like I'm doing it on purpose. I'm like, hey, you know what'd be funny? Is if I never clicked the button. Because it's one of those things where you can't undo it, right? Like, as soon as I click it, it is gone forever. And there's nothing you can do to bring it back. So, it's like, it's kind of a testament to show. It's like hard to not click it, because it's so easy to press it once and get rid of it, you know, right? Like, most people pressed it on day one, right? Like, 99% of people, they never even really used it. They just, like, clicked it as soon as they saw it. And so they, like, never really had the message. Um, so to be months and months into the update where they added that and still not to click it, I think is kind of impressive. It's like, do you know how, like, again, mostly, like, accidentally, too. Like, imagine how many times I could have clicked it by accident and just never did. It's pretty hard to not click something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never have to click that part of my screen ever, or else it goes away. Like, think about all the times I, like, click a message, you know, to open an auction or something. Like, it's so easy to click it and get rid of it. So it's quite impressive that I've had it for so long without getting rid of it. And I think that's pretty cool. Because there's no way to get it back. It's one time only. Once you click it, that's it. It's gone. Oh, we're kind of hitting like the halfway mark, a little over halfway finished. That's good. That's good. That's great, though. Yep. Do you guys think we should have entered the war in Iraq? Yeah, the leaves do decay really slowly, so I'm kind of glad I left those for last. There's a little bit of stuff still left. It'd be really funny if I like left a single piece of dirt floating, and like I just never caught it. Alright, we're almost done, boys. Wow, look at that. Alright, I think we got rid of all the dirt. Everything below y equals 5. Hello, Sky, Walker 10. Was the thing even on? It's fucking off. No wonder it didn't work. much bloody stuff do I have in there? Why is it not giving it, like, why is it not giving me everything? Okay, there you go. Right, I saw some logs in here that So now it's just the leaves. The leaves should go away on their own. I think they're just slower than usual. I mean, they're going away. I'm just wondering if some are considered permanent while others are non-permanent. Single leaf. The single floating leaf. And people say it's hard to clear out plots. I just cleared out literally the entire plot. And what, like, when did I even start the stream? 1 hour, 2 minutes? So it takes about an hour, exactly. And that's taking out everything. You don't even have to go this far, usually. As long as you get rid of, like, the trees, bushes, and grass, and some of the hills, that's fine, so... If it takes an hour to destroy the entire thing, then it takes less than an hour to clear it out, usually. Yeah, I think that's everything. I think that's everything, right? Can you guys confirm? Is that everything? Alright, let's go save this. Just, you know. Let's go and save that. Yeah, that's empty cleared, and this one's completely empty. So we saved it, so that's good. Alright, let's go visit this dude. You know, it'd be funny if he was still online. He is. Oh my god, he's still farming too, isn't he? We should, like, try to find him. Where do you guys think he is? The wheat hasn't fully grown, so he must be in the middle of wheat then, right? He's right here. He's so easy to find. We found him. Where'd he go? There he is. We found him. A legendary blessed Euclid's wheat hill. That's kind of cool. Oh, it has one anvil use. That's kind of cool. That thing's ancient. That thing's a damn dinosaur. Alright, so this is the design that I want to use. I want to build this. So as you can see, that's why we had to finish it, because you want to have it as deep as possible, right? You want it to literally go down to bedrock, and then you want it to literally go to ceiling, so it was essential to wipe out the entire plot to fit everything in. Because the whole point is efficiency, efficiency, efficiency. This is 5 plots, by the way. So we've got 1 plot, that's the barrier for plot number 2, and then that over there's plot number 3, and then there's plot number 4, it keeps going, and then all the way to plot number 5. This thing literally is edge to edge. As you can see, it's literally 5 plots wide. And here's the other end, so this farm is like hyper efficient. So you would stand here, farm left, and the thing is when you're farming, so let's say you're going right, you fall down and then go left, and so that loops on literally from build limit to bedrock for 5 layers. So this farm is just massive, just absolutely massive. So this is the design I want to use. Shouldn't even cost that much compost either. So he has... I may want to use a slightly different design. Very interesting. The one thing to know is that he hasn't built every crop. There's 10 crops. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. But then he'd have enough for like 8, 9, 10, and then some left over. So you can fit all 10 crops inside of a 1x5 plot, basically. Oh, it just teleported me back. So, yeah, you can actually see inside of it there. So, I want to recreate this, but go even further and build all 10 crops. And the funny thing is, you could paste it again. You could buy out the plots on the other side and build another, like, 5x1. So, you know, 1, 2... And so you could have... So even if this wasn't infinite, it's definitely infinite, but even if it wasn't, you could literally paste it again on the other side and then have 2 sets of these. And the big thing to remember is you only have to build it once. you only have to build the 1x1. As you can see, here's the line. You see that? You build it once. This is the OG. And then he pasted it 4 times. This is the original. So, it's one of those things where you build it once, and that's it. You're done. That's literally every crop in a single plot. And you can just paste it. Like, you could fill the entire 24 with a bunch of these. And, you know, and it would take, like, no effort at all. And also, it does use teleport pads. It uses gravity, but once you get to the very bottom, so as you can see, you come to the edge, you fall, walk to the end, and then it teleports you back. So it's literally top to bottom. It uses 20 teleport pads, and the cap is 24. So it is pretty vital that this becomes your main crop. Yeah. I'm